Hello there, and welcome back to yet another interesting episode. While you're at it, please remember to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button on this video. The United States is known for its diverse culture and varied lifestyles. From bustling New York City to serene San Francisco, the country offers a range of experiences for its residents. However, with such diversity comes a significant cost of living. In this video, we will explore the most expensive US cities and the reasons behind their high cost of living. Number 1. New York City, New York. New York City is often considered the financial capital of the world. It's home to some of the most iconic landmarks and institutions, including the Statue of Liberty, Wall Street, and the United Nations. The city's high cost of living is due to its booming economy and high demand for quality living. According to a recent study, the average household income required to live comfortably in New York City is $123,322. The city's high cost of living is primarily due to the high rent prices, which can easily exceed $4,000 per month for a one-bedroom apartment in Manhattan. Number 2. San Francisco, California. San Francisco is known for its picturesque views, tech industry, and diverse culture. However, the city's high cost of living is often a deterrent for many people. According to a recent study, the average household income required to live comfortably in San Francisco is $171,000 a year. The city's high cost of living is primarily due to the booming tech industry, which has led to a significant increase in housing prices and rent. The average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in San Francisco can exceed $3,500 per month. Number 3. Honolulu, Hawaii. Honolulu is the capital city of Hawaii and is known for its beautiful beaches, tropical climate, and laid-back lifestyle. However, the city's high cost of living is often a shock to many visitors. According to a recent study, the average household income required to live comfortably in Honolulu is $153,520. The city's high cost of living is primarily due to its isolation, which leads to high transportation costs and a high cost of goods and services. Number 4. Boston, Massachusetts. Boston is known for its rich history, world-renowned universities, and cultural institutions. However, the city's high cost of living can be a challenge for many residents. According to a recent study, the average household income required to live comfortably in Boston is $123,795. The city's high cost of living is primarily due to its high rent and housing prices, which can easily exceed $3,000 per month for a one-bedroom apartment. Number 5. Los Angeles, California. Los Angeles is known for its sunny weather, entertainment industry, and diverse population. However, the city's high cost of living can be a challenge for many residents. According to this study, the average household income required to live comfortably in Los Angeles is $136,207. The city's high cost of living is primarily due to its high housing prices and transportation costs. A few major factors contribute to the high cost of living in these states. 1. Housing cost. The cost of housing, particularly if you're buying a home, is very high in these cities due to high demand and limited supply. Housing costs, especially rent, make up a large portion of residents' expenses. 2. Taxes. Some of these cities have relatively high state and local taxes, including income, property, sales, and other taxes. The additional tax burden increases the overall cost of living. 3. Groceries and other goods. The cost of groceries, consumer goods, and services tend to be higher in these cities due to higher labor costs, real estate expenses, and business operating cost. 4. Transportation cost. Transportation costs, including the cost of owning and operating a vehicle as well as public transit fares, tend to be higher in these cities due to congestion, limited transit options, and higher taxes. 5. Utility cost. The cost of utilities like electricity, heating and cooling, water, and waste management tends to be higher in these cities, especially on the coast where there are a limited number of utility providers. 6. Labor cost. The labor cost is generally higher in these cities, particularly for skilled professions. Higher wages contribute to higher prices for goods and services. 7. Location. The desirability and amenities of locations like San Francisco, Los Angeles, New York City, and Honolulu drive up demand and cost. Residents are often willing to pay higher prices to live in these places. All of these factors, particularly higher housing costs and taxes, contribute significantly to making some U.S. cities among the most expensive places to live in the world. Addressing issues of housing supply, income inequality, and accessibility will be important for making urban living more affordable and attainable. Some policies have been implemented to address the high cost of living in inexpensive U.S. cities. Let us have a quick look at some of these. 1. Increasing the housing supply. Cities have sought to build more housing, especially affordable housing, through measures like relaxing zoning restrictions, expediting permitting processes, and incentivizing the development of multifamily units. Some cities have implemented inclusionary zoning that requires a portion of new developments to be affordable housing. 2. Rent control. Some cities have implemented various forms of rent control to stabilize housing costs for current residents, though economists debate the effectiveness of rent control policies. 3. Expanding public transit. Cities have invested in improving and expanding public transit systems in an effort to reduce residents' transportation costs and increase accessibility. 4. Increasing the minimum wage. Several cities have increased their local minimum wage above the state and federal minimum in order to raise incomes, especially for low-wage workers. However, critics argue this may increase costs for businesses. 5. Providing rental assistance and subsidies. Cities provide various forms of rental assistance, housing vouchers, and subsidies for low-income households to help them afford housing costs. Some subsidize utility bills as well. 6. Implementing businesses' taxes and fees. Some cities have implemented new business taxes, fees, and regulations in an attempt to generate revenue that can then be used to assist residents with high cost of living. However, critics argue that this may reduce businesses and jobs. 7. Reducing taxes for low-income residents. Some cities have sought to reduce taxes for low-income residents and expand tax credits to increase their disposable income and affordability. While some of these policies have helped to some degree, many experts argue that significantly increasing the housing supply is the most critical policy needed to influence affordability in expensive U.S. cities with constrained housing markets. There is debate about which specific policies are most effective. Notably, in these expensive states, there's also implementation known as the inclusionary zoning policy to ease cost and provide more affordable housing. Nevertheless, there are some challenges to it. Prominent among the challenges are 1. Cost to developers. Inclusionary zoning mandates that a certain percentage of units in new developments be reserved as affordable housing. This can significantly increase costs for developers, especially if they are required to subsidize or discount the affordable units. Some developers argue this makes projects financially infeasible. 2. Reduce housing supply. By mandating that a portion of units be affordable, inclusionary zoning effectively reduces the number of market-rate units that can be built. This can further constrain the overall housing supply, exacerbating affordability issues. 3. Passing costs to buyers or renters. Some developers may pass on the additional cost of inclusionary zoning to buyers of market-rate units through higher prices. This could make market-rate units even less affordable. Property owners may also pass along costs to renters through higher rent. 4. Administrative burden. Inclusionary zoning policies require a complex regulatory and administrative framework to enforce and monitor compliance. This can create an added burden for local governments and housing agencies. 5. Concentration of poverty. The affordable units created through inclusionary zoning may become concentrated in certain neighborhoods, perpetuating pockets of poverty and segregation. This threatens community integration goals. 6. Limited impact. Even with inclusionary zoning requirements, the number of affordable units created is often modest compared to the overall need. Critics argue more comprehensive solutions are needed. 7. Legal challenges. Inclusionary zoning policies have faced legal challenges claiming they constitute a taking of developers' property. Courts have ruled both for and against such policies. While inclusionary zoning aims to increase affordable housing supply, these challenges suggest a nuanced, multifaceted approach is needed that also focuses on sustainability and increasing the production of market-rate housing to truly impact affordability. Inclusionary zoning can be one part of the solution when implemented thoughtfully. Inclusionary zoning policies face feasibility issues, administrative burdens, and legal challenges. While well-intentioned, they are not seen as a comprehensive solution to affordability problems in expensive cities. It must be paired with policies that expand market-rate housing supply. The United States offers a range of experiences for its residents, but with diversity comes a significant cost of living. The most expensive U.S. cities are often home to booming economies, tech industries, and vibrant cultural institutions, which contribute to high housing prices and rents. While the high cost of living can be a challenge for many residents, these cities offer unique opportunities and experiences that cannot be found elsewhere. Please like, subscribe, and share the video with your friends. See you next time!